A newly paved road in Milton, but why this road work upset a whole neighborhood? Good evening. I'm Christina DeRobertis. Welcome to Coast TV News at 11. We begin tonight with Round Pole Bridge Road in Milton being reopened after 5 weeks. It was closed for construction as crews built an entranceway to a new housing subdivision. This pushed 14 people to send a letter to DelDOT and Sussex County Planning and Zoning urging them to open one lane at a time. As Coast TV reporter Zakia Jennings shows us, although the road is reopened, the issue still far from over.
A closed-off gravel road is now a freshly paved road in Milton. A portion of Round Pole Bridge Road was closed off for weeks, something people living nearby called a nightmare.
It was an inconvenience that didn't have to happen.
Anthony Esposito, a dad and volunteer firefighter, says the reopening of the road is bittersweet.
After just about 5 weeks of having to waste a lot of time, we're back in business and can go about our normal days.
Esposito says he couldn't respond to fire calls if he were at home during the 5-week period. If he did, his 5-minute trip would turn into 15 minutes.
You're a first responder, not a 10th responder.
Janet Ledegable created the open letter that urged DelDOT and Sussex County Planning and Zoning to open one lane at a time rather than close the road that quickly connects them to Route 1.
It was the developer's convenience to close the road so that they didn't have to get, or maybe perhaps DelDOT. So DelDOT would not have to hire flaggers or pay flaggers to keep half the road open so the residents could go in and out.
Coast TV spoke with DelDOT's Director of Community Relations, C.R. McLeod, about the reopening.
There still will be additional paving that's needed, but we're gonna reopen it to local traffic so that they can begin using the road again.
Esposito says he hopes by speaking out that people in other communities won't have to, quote, hurt the way they did.
DelDOT let them have their own way, and now the residents of Round Pole had to pay for it.
Ledegable says she's working to make sure this does not happen to anyone again.
I will get Russ Huxtable and Jane Brunenbaum and the rest of County Council and Planning and Zoning in sync with knowing that this should have been avoided.
A sigh of relief as traffic flows once again on Round Pole Bridge Road in Milton. In Milton, Zakia Jennings, Coast TV News.